Hello children, let us continue with the chemical properties of ammonia. First property, that is thermal dissociation. Dissociation, that is breaking up, but it is reversible. It is decomposition, but when the decomposition is reversible, that is called dissociation. Thermal means by heat. So when ammonia is given electric spark or high temperature, it will break up into nitrogen and hydrogen. Second property, that is basic properties. Ammonia is a basic gas. Why this gives the basic properties? Because it is having lone pair of electrons. You know the structure of ammonia, and it is having lone pair of electron on nitrogen. That is why it gives the basic properties. Ammonia when dissolved in water, that gives ammonium hydroxide, and this is aqueous ammonia. Ammonium hydroxide, and when ammonium hydroxide dissociate, then it gives ammonium ion and hydroxide ion, and hydroxide ion that is given by bases. Next is burning of ammonia in air. Ammonia burns in oxygen, not in air but in oxygen, and it gives nitrogen plus water vapors. And as being ammonia being a basic gas, when it reacts with a neutral gas, it gives another neutral gas plus water vapors. And what is the observation here? Ammonia burns in oxygen with a yellowish green flame. Ammonia burns in oxygen with yellowish green flame. Fourth one, that is catalytic oxidation of ammonia. When the catalyst is used, as this is oxidation, so the reaction is there with the oxygen, ammonia plus oxygen, and here the catalyst used is platinum, and the temperature is 800 degrees Celsius. Then it gives a water plus NO. What is NO? That is nitric oxide. Plus heat, reaction is exothermic, and this NO reacts with the oxygen and it gives nitrogen dioxide. This is reddish brown acidic gas, and this is neutral gas. NO, nitric oxide, is a neutral gas, but it combines with the oxygen and it gives nitrogen dioxide. This is reddish brown acidic gas. And next is ammonia as reducing agent. Copper oxide, this is black solid. When reacts with ammonia, then it reduces copper oxide to copper. This is reddish brown metal. Plus water plus nitrogen. Same way PbO, this is yellow solid. When combines with ammonia, it reduces lead oxide to lead. This is grey metal, greyish metal, plus water plus nitrogen. So this is one reducing property of ammonia. Next one is next reducing property of ammonia, that is reduction of chlorine to hydrogen chloride. This is divided into two parts. When ammonia is in excess, when ammonia is more in quantity, then ammonia plus chlorine, that will give nitrogen plus 6HCl. This, because ammonia is there in excess, so ammonia combines with the 6HCl and it gives ammonium chloride. As 6HCl is there in the reactant as well as in the product side, so that can be cancelled out, and it is 8 ammonia plus 3Cl2 gives N2 plus 6 ammonium chloride. And what is the observation here? Observation for this reaction, as greenish yellow color of chlorine fades away, and this will give the white fumes. Ammonium chloride, that will give the white fumes and greenish yellow color of chlorine gas that will fade away. Second part of this reaction, when chlorine is in excess. When chlorine is there in excess, then ammonia plus chlorine, that will give HCl plus NCl3. What is this NCl3? That is nitrogen trichloride. And this is yellow explosive liquid. So what is formed? That is a yellow explosive liquid formed, that is NCl3, nitrogen trichloride, when chlorine is there in excess. Next is reaction with the acids. When ammonia reacts with the acid, it gives salt only, and this is salt, as ammonia plus HCl, that gives ammonium chloride. This is salt, ammonium salt, and ammonia plus HNO3, that is ammonium nitrate, and ammonia plus H2SO4, that will give ammonium sulfate. So this is reaction with the acids. And reaction of aqueous ammonia with soluble metallic salts. Aqueous ammonia, that is NH4OH. Soluble salt, that is ferrous sulfate plus NH4OH, and that will give FeOH twice plus NH4 twice SO4. And this is having dirty green PPT. FeCl3 plus NH4OH, FeOH thrice. These reactions you have done in analytical chemistry, plus NH4Cl. So this is having reddish brown PPT. Same way, lead nitrate plus NH4OH, that will give PbOH twice plus NH4NO3. And this is having chalky white PPT. CuSO4 plus NH4OH gives CuOH twice plus NH4 twice SO4, and this is having pale blue PPT. And these pale blue PPT dissolves in excess of ammonia, ammonium hydroxide, CuOH twice plus NH4 twice SO4 plus excess of ammonia, that will give the complex salt that is CuNH3 4 SO4 plus water. So this is complex salt. What is the name of this complex salt? That is tetraamine copper sulfate. And because aqueous ammonia has given different colors of PPT, so this question here, the question is why ammonia is used why aqueous ammonia is used for qualitative analysis to identify cations in the laboratory. Why aqueous ammonia is used for qualitative analysis to identify cations in the laboratory? The answer is here because aqueous ammonia gives different colors of PPT with their different solubilities. That is why this is used to identify cations in a salt. Suppose you are given the salt of ferrous sulfate and you have to find out the which cation is there into it. You will put ammonium hydroxide solution into it. If you got dirty green PPT, that means your salt given is ferrous, having ferrous as a cation into it. Suppose you are given lead nitrate, if you got chalky white PPT, that means you are having lead salt. So this is used to identify the cations in the laboratory. That is why this is the use of aqueous ammonia. Thank you.